Okay, here we go. So after last week's wild release calendar where there were like more than 50 sneakers drop, this week is definitely a little more calm, but it's not short on heat. So I'm Jacques Slade, so let's get things started. First up, let's start with the debut of Donovan Mitchell's latest signature shoe, the Adidas Don issue number 5. Interestingly enough, though, there is no Spider-Man tie-in to kick things off. And that's a little weird since there's a Spider-Man game, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5 that just dropped the week before. Anyway, there's going to be 3 versions. There's the bright cyan and core black, that's on the 24th for $120. There's the cloud white and core black, that's on the 28th for $120. And then there's the core black and cloud white, that's on the 28th for $120. I know they all sound the same, but they're different, I promise. Then we have the Air Jordan 1 Mid SE in patent black, metallic gold, and white. That's going to be on the 23rd for $135. Then pick of the week. Bear with me here. It's the Crocs Classic Cowboy Boot. This is on the 23rd for $120. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no way Jacques would be okay with this, right? Yeah, he likes Crocs now, but he's not all the way gone, is he? Well, you're right. These are not for me, but I respect the hustle of Crocs to break through to a different fan base. It's like AEW's Hangman Adam Page should absolutely be wearing these the next time he pops up on Dynamite. That would be pretty sick. Then we have the Jordan Luka 2 Trick Shot. This is going to be on the 24th for $140. We have the Paris Global Nike Dunk Low Quick Strike. This is on the 24th for $125. Then we have another pick, which is the Chris Paul Air Jordan 1 Low OG Give Them the Flowers. This is on the 24th for $160. Now, this one feels personal to Chris Paul. No, I don't mean in like the Michael Jordan. I mean, it's personal for Chris because there's little touches about himself and his family on the sneakers, and the message, Give Them Flowers, is not just about showing, flowery finish on the upper. It's about appreciating those that we know and love around us and showing them that love while they are still around us to actually enjoy it. All right. Then we have the Air Jordan 1 Low 85. This is going to be a neutral gray. This is on the 25th for $170. So we're not going to confuse this with the 2021 Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG Neutral Gray. They are totally different, not to be confused with each other. The structure, the swoosh, the profile, not the same. The Low 85 is meant to be closer to the OG Air Jordan 1 Low from 1985, which is not the same thing as the Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG, even though it used to be marketed as like having a pair from 1985. See? That's not confusing at all. And if you still can't tell the difference, the Retro Low OG, Suede Swoosh Low 85, Leather Swoosh. Got it? All right. Next, we have the Nike Air Max 1 Safety Orange. This is on the 26th for $140. The Nike Dunk Mid Halloween. This is going to be on the 26th for $140. The Nike Sabrina 1 Grounded. These are on the 26th for $130. The Nike Zoom X Invincible Run FK3 Oatmeal. Those are on the 26th as well for $190. Then we have the Jound New Balance 2002R. Don't you guys think he should say his name like Jound, like Anyway, those are on the same day. Those are going to cost $170. The New Balance 991 V2 made in the UK. That's going to be in gray. Those are going to be $250. Then another pick. So this one, actually, I really love this. This is the Nike KD3 Aunt Pearl. And if you know your sneaker history, you're probably doing a double take on this release because no, Nike is not doing a retro of an Aunt Pearl colorway of the Nike KD3 that dropped over a decade ago. The Aunt Pearl homage started with the Nike KD4. So this is actually Nike doing the work of filling in the gap of KD's signature shoes that do not have an Aunt Pearl version. At this point, I fully expect that Nike will eventually not only bring back the KD1 and the KD2, but they will also do Aunt Pearl colorways. And let's be real here, man. If this had dropped in early 2010, this would have been on the short list of greatest and most valuable KD3s ever. Okay, then we have the Puma MB03. This is the Toxic colorway. This is going to be on the 27th for $125. So this multicolor take on LaMelo Ball's third signature shoe that totally does not look like other multicolor takes on LaMelo Ball's first, second, and third signature is apparently representative of an alternate universe that is called Mellow World. Feels like we already live in a Mellow World, but anyway, these early season colorways always end up the wackier of the lineup before transitioning to more like traditional and team bag looks later on in the season. Then we have the Nike Air Humara. This is in buff gold, and this is going to be on the 27th for $160. We have the Nike Dunk Low Panda. This is a restock. Of course, you guys know that already. Those are $115. The Nike Dunk Low Red Panda. These are going to be $120. And can this be the next big Panda sneaker for Nike? No, the reason the black and white Pandas popped off was because of its versatility, aka you don't have to try hard to find a fit that matches black and white Pandas. These red Pandas are going to require a little more thought to pull off a fit with them, and you know what? That's a good thing. Let's go back to trying, y'all. Anyway, we have the Reebok Above the Rim Pump. This is in core black and white. These are on the 27th for 160. The Nike KD16 Aunt Pearl, throwback to the KD3 Aunt Pearl, 170. The Nike Nocta Glide in white and University Gold. Those are on the 27th for 160. So the Nike Nocta Glide has not set the world on fire like maybe Nike and Drake had hoped. Personally, I'm not mad at it because that means those of us that are 90s freaks who appreciate the homage to the iconic Nike Air Zoom Flight 95 can pick these up with zero hassle and maybe on sale in just a few weeks. I don't know. That's okay, people. Just because they are easy to buy does not diminish their value. And I expect this colorway of the Glide to be another pair that will not be a problem to pick up. Then we have the Nike Air Max 1 Cool Gray and Noise Aqua. These are on the 29th for 150. We have the Social Status Nike Mac Attack Split Vision. Those are on the 27th for 140. The Corn Adidas Campus Double Zeros. These actually just got previewed today. Those are going to be on the 27th for 130. And how are we just now doing this in 2023? This should have been one of the first musician and sneaker brand collabs back in the 1990s when the popular nu metal band was at their creative and financial peak. Of course, no offense to Fieldy's Dreams, the gangster rap spinoff band by Korn bassist Fieldy that dropped an album called Rock and Roll Gangster. I'm not making that up. I know you think I am. I'm not. I swear this happened back in 2002. Can we make that album cover pick of the week? I think we actually should. We also have the Bad Bunny Adidas Response CL Paso Fino. These are going to be on the 28th for 160. And then, of course, and I imagine a lot of you guys saw this coming if you've watched Hard Pass, which is actually on its own channel now. Our pick of the week is the Air Jordan 12 Cherry. Look, these are on the 28th for 110, and this is the retro you've been looking for. It's been a long time since 2009, and a lot has changed about sneaker culture in that time, but you can bet that a retro like this brings the sneaker culture diehards together because it's a real throwback. Cherry 12s bring us to a simpler time when Michael Jordan was just getting crossed over by Allen Iverson and kids were rocking these with the black Chicago Bull jerseys. Shout out if you were cool enough to have one of those with pinstripes on them because I couldn't afford them back in the day. Anyway, that's going to do it. That's all the info you need to grab the kicks that you want. I'm Jacques Slade. Don't forget to check us out over on Cousteau on socials and our weekly show Hard Pass, which is on his own YouTube channel. That's the second plug for that show because you really should be watching. It's really dope. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.